everybody, welcome to Green Rose Spirituality. I hope you enjoy these astrological readings that I have done in a unique way for you. You will be able to choose pile 1 or pile 2 for each sign. These will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, so be sure to check your birth chart to see what sign placements you have. And remember, always use discernment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as these are general readings. And if you have any more questions or would like to read my disclaimer, there will be more information along with the cards that I use for the readings down below. Okay, let's get into your reading. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Just going to give the cards a shuffle, get the Capricorn energy going and flowing in. How you guys doing? Okay. Let's see. What does Spirit have for Capricorn? Capricorn pile 1. Capricorn pile 1. Not 10 cards. They popped up like 9. Nope. Just 1 or 2, please. And thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. Delight. Delight and belief. Ooh. And that's a lot of 1s and a 9, so it could be new beginnings because of new endings. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. That's beautiful. Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to Source. Turn the light on. There we go. It's beautiful. Right there. And then get some more cards out for you. It feels like somebody is going through an expansion, a knowledge expansion. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has in these cards for Capricorn. I just heard new heights. It does. It feels like a mental expansion. It's almost like a belief system is being expanded and it's creating a happiness within that feels really good. And it's helping you see the possibility of new beginnings. Okay, here and now. There. Let's see if we get one more. Yeah. Milk and honey. Okay. Here and now, milk and honey. And then let's see what we get from these. So it's like the here and now and the milk and honey, they really go beautifully together. And it talks about being in the present moment and seeing the wonderful things that you have, that you feel, that you are surrounded by, instead of looking at the negative things or the things that you don't have. And then that delight coming in, it's like when you are able to do that and sit and look around, you start to feel a sense of gratitude. And it's like amazement at all you have, and it really does start to switch from like a negative mindset to a positive mindset. It really does help when it's done consistently. And it feels like either this is advice or recognition that they are seeing you do this, and that delight coming in is what happens when you are able to stay present, when you are able to be in the here and now and see all that you have and enjoy in it. Okay, let's see what comes out. Okay, so we got soul name, and color. Isn't that beautiful? Soul name and color. These ones I will be reading from the book. I'm going to read them right now. So the number 1. See, and there's lots of ones. Ones. Okay. You are about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts as a link between your inner and outer worlds, enabling you to merge authentic wisdom into your everyday experiences and create a life from your heart. You place your soul name in your heart before you were born. As you explore your inner world and open your heart, you will discover the name of your beautiful essence. You are ready to awaken your heart and know its absolute fullness. You are safe to discover, connect, and receive. All your dreams and desires will be realized with an open heart. Ask to be open to receiving the name of your soul. It may arrive in a way you didn't expect, but when it comes, you will know it is authentic by the way it feels. Liberate your heart and soul. You are worth it. What I'm feeling from this, when we are able to pull ourselves back from thinking about the future, even like, oh, I got to make supper tonight. I got to make sure I pull this out. I got to make sure I do this. I got to make sure I do that. Like, that's still forward thinking. That's still future thinking. When you're able to stop and like sit in the present moment and look at all your surroundings. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with things that make you feel good. Plants. For me, it's plants and crystals and cards. A lot more things too, but like if nature makes you feel really good, go take a walk, but instead of walking really fast to get to the end point, to get to the end of the walk, take your time and enjoy each step. Feel it on your feet. Feel it and look at the ground and what you're stepping on. That really helps to ground and root you as well. And look at your surroundings. How many birds do you see, if you see any birds? How many trees do you see if you're in an area where there's trees? How many houses do you see? How many people do you see? You know, like taking that time to be really present is going to give you such a sense of peace and comfort and allow you to expand something inside of you this is going to be a very happy process for you. Process. It's going to be a really enjoyable process for you. It's going to feel, I'm just really looking at the colors on this. For me, pink is heart chakra, yellow is solar plexus. Like, it's that joy, it's that comfort, it's like that heart comfort and that joy that gives your inner self this boost of positive energy that comes together in a way that allows you to expand. It helps you to expand past maybe cycles that you were doing before, because we do have the 9 here. So maybe past cycles that you were doing before. Helping, I just feel an expansion, big time. So let's read the number 40 for color, which I feel, honestly, from that one, it's like looking at, you know, when you're taking that walk and you're being mindful of each step you're taking and looking at what you're stepping on and seeing the trees and stuff like that, like also seeing the colors that surround you. What is super bright to you? What do you gravitate towards? What is super dark to you? Is it the shadows, or is it certain shades? You know, is it certain colors that you aren't attracted to and other ones you are? Like, just exploring that expanded thinking when you are out and about, I feel like is going to help you so much in the future. Whenever I start to get stressed out, when my full plate starts to become really full, I will go out and do this. I'll take a break from everything. I'll take that walk. I'll go sit outside. I'll just take myself out of the situation and put myself in something that I enjoy. And even if it's 10 minutes, I will feel that enjoyment, that delight, that comfort of bringing it back to the present moment, that relaxation on a soul level. I can't even explain to you how damn good it feels to be able to do this. Like, it's so mentally relieving, especially if you are a deep thinker or an all the time thinker. I myself am that. But it's like it brings a peace to your soul that you realize you craved, and you breathe it all in, and then you're able to see all the wonderful things that you were surrounded by, and then you come back to that full plate and you're like, you know what, this I could do later, this I could do in a week, this I really don't need to do. I'll know when it's time to do that. I don't need to put that on my plate. I'm okay. And this I can deal with later tonight. And then all of a sudden your plate starts to feel lighter. And it's like a rolling effect, a forward rolling effect. It's amazing. Okay, so let's do the color. Your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Color breaks up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. The colors of the rainbow are variations of white light reflecting the diverse experiences of life, and they are all valid. Each color of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses and healings. Different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your need to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you are attracted to and the ones that repel you. I was just saying that. You are love and you are loved, no matter how colorful you or another's life is. Yeah, so like I was saying, I feel like if you are able to go and surround yourself in an area where you can really take your time and stay present and enjoy the moment, there's going to be an expansion there for you. And it feels like it's the next step. It feels like you're on this path for whoever this resonates. You're on this path and it's almost like this is the next step in your path. And it's okay to fully embrace this and let it surround you and enjoy it. Let it just surround you. Here, I'm just going to pull a few tarot. I'm not going to do a whole spread. I feel like there's a lot of information in these cards, but I am going to pull a few more for you. Okay. What is Capricorn letting go of? What are they moving away from? What are they letting go of? What energies are they releasing in this process? There we go. The Seven of Wands. That is the energy that you're going to be releasing. I'm getting lots of messages with this one. So what this feels like, see, and I got the path with this, like going down a path. This is the next step on the path. And it's almost like he's going down the path. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. We take 5 steps forward and 6 steps back. Sometimes it's just a process. It's how things go for you. Like, we are all unique individuals, and how we progress and regress and learn lessons in both of those energies, it's incredible. So never feel bad about either or. If you feel like you were regressing and you're trying to turn that around to move forward, then this could be the message that you really needed to hear, was to stay present, to stay in the here and now, not in the later, not in the tonight, whatever time it is for you, not in the tomorrow, not in the next week, not in the next month. We already think about those things so much. You know, it's so important to pull ourselves back and be in that present moment. They're giving me a thing to spiel about. When we have this full plate and we are looking at it like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that, and that's tomorrow, that's tonight, that's a week from now, that's a month from now, and and then somebody comes around and they're like, hey, want to hang out, want to do something, do you want to go on an adventure, do you want to, do you want to do something? And you're like, I don't have any room on this plate. And then you start to feel stressed and you start to feel compressed, and it feels like taking this time is just, it's going to relieve something off of your energetic field, like a constriction. And this constriction can make us feel defensive to others. They don't know our own internal to-do list. They don't know our own internal plate of responsibilities, and sometimes we can react to people in an aggressive way or in a defensive way, because we feel like they're trying to add more onto it, but they don't know. They have no idea. So for whoever that resonates with, I also feel like this defensive, it feels angry and aggressive and um, a little bit wrapped up in this. I'm seeing shadow work here. I am seeing shadow work. It's almost like there's certain aspects of shadow work that pop up all throughout. It's sprinkled all throughout our lives. And when we start to get confronted with some shadow work that we need to do in order to expand, in order to move forward, in order to keep going up step by step by step, it's important to take the time to look at that shadow work and see where it's going to vary for everybody because it's a general reading. But it's like, some people, it could be, that full plate feeling defensive, like, you want me to do more? Are you kidding me? Like that kind of anger towards others when they don't know, and dealing with that. Another one that I'm getting is paying attention to energies that you feel are attacking you, energies that you feel are against you, that are combative. You could be feeling combative. And really, that is part of your shadow work, is looking at the energies that are, you feel are combative towards you, but like how you pay attention to them, how you respond to them, how they make you feel, and dealing with that shadow work and feeling tied up in that. Okay. What energies will help them get through? Energies for them to embrace. The Ace of Swords, the Three of Coins, and the Ace of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. Ace of Swords, Three of Coins, and the Ace of Cups. So what I'm getting off of this big time, the energies to embrace, is allowing yourself the clarity of thought. See, and I'm getting that shadow work energy through here too. It's almost like there's the shadow that goes on, and then the sword comes through and illuminates the areas around. So it's like, use the time to go out and be present in the moment. It's going to give you that clarity of thought. Like I was saying, like, I'll go out for that walk, or I'll go for that sit down, that, just looking around me and seeing what I love, or looking at colors, or being really present in that moment. And then when I come back, I'm able to see things clearer on that plate. I'm able to see, okay, you know what? That doesn't even need to be on my plate. That's a future thing that I'm like trying to put it on my plate now, but that's a future thing, and it's going to flow how it's going to flow. This is a next week thing. This is a, they don't need to be on my plate right now. And then it's like relieving. But it's that clarity of thought that comes when you are able to take the time to be present, to sit with yourself and just enjoy things around you. And what I'm getting from this is like, it's like working on yourself, working on these details so that you can bring the healing towards you, so that you don't feel this and you can turn around and keep taking some more steps. It's like a release of energies that just don't serve you anymore. And it's okay that you have those energies, those energies were there for you when you needed them. They were there for you when um, you were in certain situations. They helped you. So this isn't a negative energy. It's just one that you don't necessarily need right now, and one that you can feel good about releasing and letting go. And the Ace of Cups, putting that time and that effort and that energy into yourself to fill your own cup so that you can feel happy with new emotional can't talk emotionally fulfilling experiences. So you can look around and be like, wow, I never noticed this color on this wall before, and it's really beautiful to me. And that gets stored within you. You know, it's a beautiful emotional experience. It's something that makes you feel delighted. And I feel like these are the energies to embrace, allowing yourself to see things clearly. And doing this, it sounds like work when it's not something that you are used to doing often. It does take some getting used to, and that could put off people, especially if they have that full plate, right? But allowing yourself to put that energy, put that effort in, is really, really, really going to help you grow. It is going to help you grow. It is going to help you flow. You're going to be able to raise your vibrations just in feelings alone, in that relaxation, in that comfort, in that, you know what I mean? And if you need to go and do this once a day, every day for, a few days just to get used to how it feels, do it. Do it. It's worth taking the time to do that. You are worth the time to do this. And any advice? Thank you. The Empress. Beautiful. So we got the Empress. And look at her. She's right in the middle of the lake. She's just standing there. She looks so happy. And for me, it's like staying still in one spot and looking around and seeing all the beauty around you and allowing that to fill your heart up so much that you start to feel so abundant with being surrounded with such beauty, such amazingness. Being surrounded by animals is incredible. Being surrounded by trees is brilliant. Like all these things, they really help us connect to, I call her Mama Gaia, some call her Mother Creator, or Mother Earth, whatever the name you choose, or just Earth, whatever the name you choose, it's okay, but it helps you ground to her. And it's so important, grounding your energies. It helps you transmute your energies in a more in a way that makes you feel a sense of stability. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, my Capricorns, I hope you enjoyed pile 1. I send you so much love, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, Capricorn pile 2. How are you? I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm just going to give the cards a shuffle and get that Capricorn pile 2 energy in there and see what Spirit wants to pop out. Okay, just keep in mind this is a general reading, so some parts might resonate with you very much and other parts not so much, but it could for somebody else. Take what resonates, okay? Okay, let's get a card. Capricorn, pile two, there we go. Ooh, solar plexus chakra and compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and to be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Solar plexus chakra. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Okay. Let's see. What else comes up for Capricorn? What's going on? I'm looking at the compassion card, but the passion is really standing out to me. That's interesting. It's almost like, it feels like in healing the solar plexus chakra, you are starting to feel what you are passionate about, and it's helping to unfold you in more compassion. This is going to be an interesting reading. Okay, one more. Let's see what comes out for Capricorn pile 2. Curious. Feels like a solar plexus healing. It's like that empowerment. Something to do with like empowerment. Being comfortable with your sense of self, chaos, and conflict. Okay, can I get one more card, please? And it's interesting. That's a 3 and that's a 3-3. And then we have a knowing. Deep knowing. I feel, okay, I'm getting some interesting. This also came out, and I'm going to keep it. Building blocks. So, and there's another 3. What I'm getting from this is there is some healing that is going on, or some healing that is needing to happen in the solar plexus, something to do with your empowerment. I feel like that is where the chaos and conflict is. I also feel with the passion and compassion, it's like a twofold story for me. It's like a passion and compassion is kind of creating chaos and conflict, but then the passion and compassion is also creating something within you. So it's like this, it's real. It's real dualistic, this. I feel like whatever healing is going on in this, it is going to help you see your own intuition more, your own inner wisdom more. You're going to be able to see situations that disempower you, situations that compromise your important sense of self. And then we have building blocks. I feel like this is going to help you building your own blocks. For some of you, I'm actually getting that this is a solo journey, and this has having to do with others, and that is where the healing is. Like the chaos and conflict, I feel, is with others. But it's like dealing with others on your sense of self, on your sense of importance, how when you speak, how it is important, having people listen to you, and knowing that whatever you say, however they take it, but whatever you say, as long as it's done in the energy of compassion and passion and love, feeling comfortable and confident enough in how you feel and standing your ground, I feel is important with this too. I'm going to pull some tarot. Yeah, let's do these. Okay. It's like you're growing your sense of self, and you're realizing how it's creating chaos and conflict with others. But there's changes that are happening. Like it's no longer the zebra, it's changing. It is changing. And it's almost like in that change, you're encountering that chaos and conflict feeling. I keep wanting to say, you don't have to follow the leader. You can be the leader. You don't have to follow the leader. You are the leader. You are the one in charge of your own thoughts, feelings, emotions, your mental health, your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, your everything. You are the one in charge of all of that. So if you encounter other energies that are trying to pull you into theirs, that's going to take away from your sense of self, because you're going to want to comply and like having a hard time getting this out. You're going to want to comply and kind of mold yourself around them, because you don't want to deal with the chaos and conflict, or you are not wanting to mold yourself around them, and that is creating chaos and conflict. However, which way it resonates with you, this is a general reading. And that 333, I feel like it's you're being supported at this time. You're being heavily supported at this time. And it's like looking at what you have and seeing what you want to work on and what you want to release. And allowing yourself to really, like that deeper knowing, allowing yourself to bloom your own inner wisdom and to build your own foundation, not with blocks from other people, but building those blocks and creating a foundation yourself. Changes, when you are going through changes like this, I do feel a little bit of a tower in this. When you are going through changes like this, You are looking at people, jobs, situations, foods, even activities, routines, anything. And you're looking at them like, with any one of them, you could be feeling like some of them just aren't working anymore. Or, perhaps this one job that did great for you for a while, you just don't feel like you're growing in there. You have that empowerment. It feels like you have to mold yourself to the people there or to the job itself in order to be a part of it. But if you unmold yourself and you stand in your own power, you realize you don't fit in there. You don't fit in there, and you have to mold yourself in order to fit in there. There's changes that are happening within you. Changes that are happening with lots of different parts. And it's a good thing because it is helping to heal your solar plexus. And that is like our sense of self-worth. Our sense of self-worth and I'm missing this word. Our personal power, our self-esteem. Our self-worth and our self-esteem. And I just heard triggered. So you could be encountering situations that are triggering you as you're going through this change. And this trigger could be very uncomfortable. It could be very uncomfortable. Having compassion and kindness towards yourself as you go through this process. It is a difficult process. Releasing the old and embracing the new. It takes time. It takes dedicated effort. And it takes acknowledging that you are changing. You're expanding. You are healing certain parts of you that you had to squish down in order to comply with, certain parts of your life or people or friends or society. And it feels like you're wanting out of that. You're wanting to feel your own energies. You're wanting to feel empowered in a healthy, balanced way. You're wanting to have that self-worth that is high. You're wanting to feel valuable in your own space. And it feels like it's really going to help you not only hear your own wisdom on what you like, what you don't like, what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what you want around you, what you don't want around you, what you feel comfortable doing, what you don't feel comfortable doing. Not only is that going to help you with that inner wisdom that you can carry forward, but it's going to help you build those blocks so that you can have that stability, that ground, so that if anybody comes to challenge it, it's like, no, I'm not comfortable doing that, and I don't have to explain to you why. I'm telling you no, and you're going to respect me, because if you told me no, I would respect you. And doing it in a kind way, of course. But it's like that firm foundation that I'm feeling from that card. Okay. I've been pulling these cards for the other groups. I'm not really feeling like I need to pull. I'm going to see if anything comes out for Capricorn. It might. Okay. Soulcraft. And look at that yellow. Look at that beautiful yellow and that red. That root chakra with that stability and that feeling, that stability in your own empowerment, in your own energy, in your own self, and knowing that you have the right to take up space. You don't have to mold yourself to others who take up space. You have the right to take up your own space. You know, that empowerment, that inner empowerment, the soul craft, allowing yourself to expand into your own energies, allowing yourself to heal the solar plexus chakra is going to be so wonderful for you to feel this kind of empowerment. It's that building block, that stability, that I feel stability so strongly with this. Make some room. Okay, let's see here. What does Capricorn, pile number 2, need to release? What does Capricorn, pile number 2? Thank you. And this came in upside down. The Hierophant upside down. Interesting. Can I get one more card? And then we got the Hanged Man. Okay. Okay. It's almost like, it's interesting the energies that I'm getting from this. Because it's like the Hierophant, you are wanting to learn. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm just going to go with what I'm feeling very intensely right now. And all the yellows in this is really standing out too, by the way. So with the Hierophant in reverse and the Hangman, it's almost like what to release is seeing other people's perspective and seeing other people's feelings and seeing other people's taking space and molding yourself to see their perspective to the extent where it's preventing you from learning, where it's hurting you from learning how to envelop this self-empowerment around you. It's like a hinderment with, if that's even a word, it's hindering your own growth. And it's like the zebra. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. The zebra, you put a zebra in a group of 500 zebras. It is so hard to tell them apart. I don't know what this is trying to look like, but it's trying to look like its own individual energy. So it's breaking out of that zebra stage to embrace their own energies and to be able to show their own colors, show their own designs, show who they are. And that's what I feel from this. It's like needing to release how you see other people's perspective and be a part of the crowd, and needing to step back and allow yourself to expand and grow and learn, who you are, building those blocks to who you are, allowing your soul to expand to the extent where you feel that stability and that growth. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What would help Capricorn with embracing this process? Because like you're in the process of releasing, being, one and the same of the crowd, and building those blocks. They're not, like this is the stability. This is the stability that I feel with this. But it's like all these blocks that are coming, it's going to take time. It is a process. All of this is a process. Allow yourself to take the time that you need to go through it. But this deeper knowing card, it's like the owl is going to come in and be like, now you see how important you are. Now you see how you are valuable and you are entitled to owning your own space, taking up your own space. You are entitled to that. It's your birthright. Like that is something every single human being is born with, is their own space. It doesn't have to be outside of them, it is within. And the sense of peace that I get from this is amazing. It's like a process of learning. I'll put those down. How powerful you are, but doing it in such a compassionate way that it's not going to hurt anybody, but it's going to do you the world of good. You're going to feel so strong and sturdy. It's going to help you a lot with situations. The Queen of Swords, allowing yourself to see situations clearly, allowing yourself to learn what you need to learn, and that butterfly, transform. There's that transform into who you feel you are. And we got the Queen, like, you are important. You are so important. You are so valuable. And allowing yourself to have clarity of thought, clarity of situations, so that you and look at all this yellow that's in there too. Allowing yourself, and she's on the yellow. And what was I saying? Like that stability, that groundwork, the building blocks. It's like this part, and that's even, got some yellow to it. It's like that empowerment, that entitlement, that you are allowed to say no, you are allowed to say yes, you are important, you are valuable, and where you are not held in that regard, you move your ass in a different direction where you are held in that regard, and you don't settle, you don't conform to situations so that you can fit in. You allow yourself to fit in somewhere where you belong, where you can grow in. That's beautiful. Any final advice for Capricorn? I just heard one step at a time. One step at a time. 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot in front of the other. This is a process that you're right in the middle of, for whoever this resonates, right in the middle of. And it could be like, we hold emotions in our solar plexus. It could be an emotional time for you. Be so kind to yourself. Be so kind. Because this is your inner soul coming through, being, I am not to be squished down. I am important. I am coming up, and I'm coming up to be seen because I am important. This process is a gift from the universe to you. You could have been going through moments where it's like, why does nobody see me? Why am I not important like this person? Why, am I so compliant, but it doesn't get me anywhere? Questions like that could be going on. The universe is, and you could be sitting there looking at these situations like, what is going on? Like, why can't I feel that way? Why can't I have people that match me instead of me having to match them? Or, why do I feel not very valuable? And the universe is coming in and saying, here we go. Here's this process. Drink from this cup and watch yourself transform. Watch yourself transform. That's beautiful. Okay, my Capricorn pile twos, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I send you so much love. If you like this reading and you can hit like on the video, I would so appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, all the things. Bye, Capricorn.